what is the impact on global travel and forecast for easing post the current state of travel bans and the restrictions?
And so at the moment, we're seeing a lot of, obviously there are a lot of restrictions on travel because countries are grappling with containing the pandemic within their boundaries. And even the ones who have successfully contained it are looking at ensuring that, the new inflows of people who are coming in do not kind of, upset the whole scenario. So I think whilst, countries find a handle on this, we will see restrictions over the over the next kind of 3 to 6 months. In fact, there was something that the UK government is talking about, and also within Europe, it's about introducing a 14-day quarantine for everyone entering the country. Now, this kind of a scenario will impact the kind of leisure market and holiday market more, because if you want to spend a week's holiday or want to go to the UK for meetings, and if you have to quarantine for 14 days when you go there, it's not an ideal scenario. So we will see impact on that on the shorter term things. But when we look at the longer term markets, so investors and people who go there to join their spouses and such, I think that shouldn't be a problem from their perspective.
Right, right. All right. Okay, perfect. Also, Falguni, there are many visa processing and maintenance of status challenges which are related to closures of government offices and as well as the consulates. So, how do you guide your clients in such a situation?
So, we work with our clients on case-to-case basis, and depending on their kind of visas and situations to the country they're traveling and the country they are in at present, is where we decide on how do we treat this. So, for instance, our clients in India have a lot of restrictions, and they would not be able to undertake any travels. However, assuming if this clients from Middle East or say from Dubai more specifically, then they can make some travel arrangements. Most of the countries have also published guidances on allowing the applicants to remain in country even if their visas have expired. So others have asked to contact the consulates and update the information if they are staying back after the visas have expired, etc. So, or depending on what case we are into, depending upon where the client is, depending upon what the client's visa status is, we are able to address this particular situation at the moment.
All right, perfect. Also, in case of biometrics, so it's getting difficult. Clients are panicking when it comes to, submitting the biometrics. So how do you address this issue? How do you deal with clients in such a situation?
So biometric, at the moment, the VFS centers have closed down, and the guidances for biometrics have yet to be published. They've not yet published any notifications on there. So all those applications which are submitted online, the status quo remains the same. There has been no change. UK Home Office have started issuing biometric requests gradually now, and I hope in coming times the other centers would also open up.
Right. Okay. Yeah, hopefully soon. We all are hoping for that.
Sure.
All right. So also, Hemang, with the businesses which are focused on work reduction, there are a lot of furloughs and layoffs which are currently happening. And what are the immigration consequences, and what are the strategies looking ahead from here?
Right. Okay. So that's a very interesting point. The challenge is obviously this is a two-part thing. One is when we talk about every crisis brings with it an opportunity. So we're seeing that a lot of businesses in Europe, in US, and Canada are currently under a lot of stress, which means that they already either are struggling to maintain their costs, or the market is affected and all the rest of it. Now, in that sense, it presents a very good opportunity for businesses or business owners and entrepreneurs from India or South Asia, or even from the Middle East, to enter into the US or Canada or the UK or even in Europe, so Greece and Portugal and those places, to buy out these stressed assets. We recently are discussing with a client who's based in Bangalore. They run a big printing company here in India. They've got a turnover of about 100 odd crores. And right now they're considering sending people to the US, to Canada, and to the UK, primarily because they identified a lot of businesses that they can actually acquire, which are at about 30% or 35% lower cost than what they would ordinarily pay for it. So in that sense, they will be able to bring in more monies, and they will be able to make those investments and then help to scale up that business. So yes, it is unfortunate that some of the local businesses are suffering in those markets, but as I said, a crisis brings in an opportunity. People will be able to enter in, specifically investors, companies will be able to enter in, and those who are sitting in on a bit of cash will obviously be able to make some good investments at this point.
Right. Okay. Okay. All right.